From bankrupting casinos to becoming the first president convicted of a felony, this is every major Donald Trump scandal explained. And whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny the man has been involved in more controversies than every other president combined. Buckle up, this is going to be a long ride. Before Trump ever entered politics, he was already making headlines for all the wrong reasons. In the 1970s, the Department of Justice sued Trump and his father for racial discrimination in their New York apartment buildings. Federal testers found that black applicants were told no units were available, while white applicants were offered apartments in the same buildings on the same day. Trump settled the case without admitting guilt, but signed an agreement to change his rental practices. Not exactly the best first impression. And in the 1990s, Trump's business empire nearly collapsed. His Atlantic City casinos, the Taj Mahal, the Plaza, and the Castle all went bankrupt, not once, 6 times across different properties between 1991 and 2009. Trump personally guaranteed hundreds of millions in debt and was so broke at one point that his bankers put him on a personal spending allowance. The man who branded himself as the greatest deal maker in history couldn't keep a casino profitable. And casinos are literally designed to take people's money. How do you lose at that? I'm genuinely confused. Then came Trump University, launched in 2005 as a real estate training program. Students paid up to $35,000 expecting to learn Trump's secrets. Instead, they got generic seminars from instructors who had no real estate experience. New York's Attorney General called it a fraud. Trump settled all 3 lawsuits for $25 million in 2016 without admitting wrongdoing. And his charitable foundation wasn't much better. The Trump Foundation was shut down by New York courts in 2018 after investigators found it was being used as a personal piggy bank. Trump used charity money to settle business lawsuits, buy a 6-foot portrait of himself, and make a political donation. He was ordered to pay $2 million in damages and was banned from running a charity in New York for 2 years. Sir, that's not how charities work. But the scandals really exploded when Trump entered politics. In October 2016, weeks before the election, a 2005 recording of Trump telling Access Hollywood host Billy Bush that he could grab women by their private parts because he was famous. The tape sent shockwaves through the campaign. Multiple women then came forward with sexual misconduct allegations spanning decades. Trump denied all of them. He won the election anyway. Once in office, the Russia investigation dominated Trump's first term. Special counsel Robert Mueller spent 2 years investigating whether Trump's 2016 campaign coordinated with Russia to influence the election. Mueller's report documented over 100 contacts between Trump's team and Russian-linked individuals. It did not establish a criminal conspiracy, but documented 10 instances of potential obstruction of justice by Trump. Mueller said he could not indict a sitting president under Department of Justice policy. Trump called it a witch hunt and claimed total exoneration. Mueller publicly stated that was not what the report said. Meanwhile, several Trump associates were convicted or pleaded guilty during the investigation, including his campaign chairman Paul Manafort, National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, and longtime advisor Roger Stone. Trump later pardoned all of them. Make of that what you will. Then came the first impeachment in December 2019. Trump was accused of pressuring Ukrainian President Zelensky to investigate Joe Biden's son by withholding nearly $400 million in military aid. A whistleblower flagged the call. The House impeached Trump on charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. The Senate acquitted him along mostly party lines. The second impeachment came on January 13, 2021, exactly 1 week after the January 6 Capitol breach. After Trump held a rally near the White House telling supporters to march to the Capitol and fight like hell, thousands stormed the building while Congress was certifying the 2020 election results. 5 people died in connection with the events. Over 1,200 people were later charged. Trump was impeached for incitement of insurrection, becoming the only president impeached twice. The Senate again acquitted him, though 7 Republicans voted to convict, the most bipartisan impeachment vote in history. After leaving office, the legal problems multiplied. In 2023, Trump was indicted 4 separate times across 4 different jurisdictions, a first for any former president. The Manhattan DA charged him with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records related to hush money payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels. A federal indictment in Florida charged him with mishandling classified documents found stored at Mar-a-Lago in a bathroom, a ballroom, and a storage room. A federal indictment in Washington charged him with conspiring to overturn the 2020 election, and a Georgia indictment charged him and 18 others under racketeering laws for allegedly trying to overturn the state's election results. In total, Trump faced roughly 88 criminal charges across the 4 cases. On May 30, 2024, a New York jury found Trump guilty on all 34 counts in the hush money case, making him the first former president convicted of a felony. He was later sentenced to an unconditional discharge, no jail time, no fine, no probation. The federal cases were dropped after Trump won the 2024 election, with special counsel Jock Smith citing DOJ policy against prosecuting a sitting president. The Georgia case remains active but stalled. Trump has denied all wrongdoing in every case and is appealing the New York conviction. But winning the 2024 election didn't slow the controversy down. Days before his second inauguration in January 2025, Trump launched a cryptocurrency meme coin. Ethics watchdogs calls it an unprecedented vehicle for foreign influence, pointing out that anyone, including foreign governments, could effectively funnel money to the president by purchasing the coin. Melania Trump launched her own meme coin the following day. Forbes reported Trump's net worth jumped significantly due to the crypto ventures. Then came the tariff wars. Trump imposed sweeping tariffs that sent markets into turmoil and raised consumer prices on everything from groceries to gasoline. His administration faced multiple government shutdowns, mass federal employee layoffs through the Department of Government Efficiency, and a wave of court orders blocking immigration enforcement actions that judges ruled unconstitutional. ICE operations resulted in the detention of American citizens in multiple documented cases. In early 2026, the Epstein files were released following the passage of the Epstein Files Transparency Act. FBI documents revealed previously unknown investigations into allegations involving Trump and Jeffrey Epstein dating back to the 1990s. Trump has denied all allegations connected to Epstein. The files contained unverified tips and allegations that remain the subject of ongoing public scrutiny. And by spring 2026, the administration was engaged in a military conflict with Iran that critics described as poorly defined, with Trump's public statements about the scope of the conflict frequently contradicting reports from diplomats and military officials on the ground. So there you have it. Business failures, lawsuits, investigations, impeachments, indictments, a felony conviction, cryptocurrency launches, and a war, all attached to one man across 40 years of public life. No president in American history has generated more controversy, and no president has survived more of it. Whether that makes him resilient or reckless depends entirely on who you ask. Thank you for watching. If you want to keep going, the next video on your screen is one you won't want to miss. I'll see you there.